A breath of oxygen. Here we are with Yves Béhar. His most touching sentence. Advertising is the price that company pays for being unoriginal. I think it's a beautiful sentence, and I think it really gives the sense of the work of Yves. He was born in Lausanne in 1967. His mother is from East Germany. His father is Turkish. But he moved to United States to study. He moved to California. I really felt that in the Silicon Valley everything was cooking, as they say in the United States. And so he has been studying there, and he decided to live there permanently. He is in San Francisco, and in 1999 he opened his studio, Fuse Project, and he's been working on probably the most unexpected, original projects of the last few years. I believe that Yves and Jonathan Ive are really the two that probably the design world, because it's only related to furnitures. The big part of the design world ignores your name, but they all know their project. So that finally we see the face who's behind all these projects. For example, I would say the computer XO, the $100 computer, that was actually a dream of Nicolas Negroponte. Nobody was believing in it. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, nobody was believing in it. Only Yves thought that following that utopia could have made good results, and that's what happened. Yves, I mean, you are in Milano. I mean, basically this is a furniture fair. What are you doing here, first of all? This is the first question.
So you're right. I kind of left for the United States, where I found some unique tools on how to practice design, and it's become very much a part of who I am, how I work, my projects. It's become not, I would say, a style, but almost sort of a way of working and a way of living. But I'm from Switzerland. I'm European, and to me,
You still feel European?
I still feel absolutely European. I feel like a blend of these different parts of my life, and there is something in Milan. There is a sense of energy and discovery that I still look for. I'm not saying it's always there, but I'm saying you can look for it here. And for me, it's an opportunity to test, to see if my ideas, I sort of work in this a little bit on my own, in San Francisco. I don't have sort of a dialogue with my friends who are designers in Europe every day like people have here. So I come back here, and it's a way for me to test certain ideas. Do people care? Do people care about maybe attainability, or do people care about sustainability? And of course, a lot of people are thinking about this. But how you realize it as a designer, how you sort of push and stretch the definition of these things as a designer is an important thing to share and to experience.
So you have designer friends?
I have designer friends, yeah.
Like who, for example, in Europe? Who you keep the contact with?
Like Eric Levy, with whom I surf and I windsurf, and we spend vacations together once in a while.
Eric is a windsurfer. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I mean we meet in the middle.
Mark is a windsurfer as well, right? No, he's a surfer. Mark is a surfer.
Yeah. No, I mean with Eric we meet in the Caribbean and we surf together. Or he came to San Francisco recently and we surfed.
You really have the hair of a surfer, right? It's perfect.
I guess, but I haven't surfed for the last week.
You're really Californian under this point of view. You really moved to the place where you
say
belong.
That, but I can own that. Yes, I am. There's no problem with being Californian.
You belong to that place, right?
Even
structurally, you pump up, right?
No, I don't. I only do yoga. I do yoga.
You only do yoga?
But I do a crazy version of yoga, which is
Ashtanga.
Version of that, which is physically the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Harder than when I used to, swim competitively in Switzerland. So.
That's the structure of the body.
Harder than.
But that's the structure of the body. Swim. I understand. Anyway, Yves, but I mean, let's go back to the question I asked you. I mean, doesn't it look like here it's a game for children? I mean, all this furniture, let's call it bullshit, is really out of the market. I mean, because basically Milano is the capital of design, but if you only talk about furniture,
Only if you talk about furniture, yeah.
Different things, it's San Francisco, it's Seoul, it's other places, right?
I mean, you know, at the risk of pissing off some of my friends here in Europe, you know, when people ask me, you know, where is the capital of design? I'm like, well, if you want to talk about furniture, yes, it's Milan, you know, Paris sometimes, Stockholm sometimes, London sometimes. But if you want to talk about the things that the design, the parts of design that people experience, which is usually right now in the back of their pocket.
So it comes from California.
A cell phone, an electronic product, a way to communicate. You know, it likely come from Seoul, you know, in Korea, or it comes from California.
Definitely. Are you friends with Jonathan Ive?
I know him.
For who does know, of course, Jonathan Ive is the head department of design at Apple Computer.
I mean, I know him. We crossed, you know, path in San Francisco, of course. But I'm close friends to a number of the key designers at Apple.
And with Mark Newson?
I don't see him as much. I mean, I've crossed him maybe 3 or 4 times, and we say hello and whatnot. But I haven't.
I mean, who is
time
technological enough to awake your interest? Who is technological enough of the other designers to
you don't have
raise
to be,
your interest?
You don't have to be technological to raise my interest. You know, but
your projects have always been very technological, right? Technological with the soul.
Yes, I mean, a lot of them have, but you know what I just showed, a sustainable crystal isn't very technological outside of the LED light that's in it. You know, that I showed at Crystal Palace with Nadia. No, I mean, what I look for in other designers and people that I'm really fond of.
Let me interrupt you, but the chandelier for Swarovski, compared to all the other pieces that they did, is super technological. It's probably the most technological.
The paper one?
No, the paper one, no, I was thinking about the one that moves. No, the paper one is beautiful.
No,
actually.
the one, yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, the paper one is sort of, you know, my contribution to maybe starting a new idea. Is that crystal could be attainable, but it's only made of one piece of paper,
one diode,
crystal,
and one crystal,
and one LED diode. And it should be, I mean, we're going to try to put it at retail, you know, around €100. I mean, it shouldn't be more than that, you know. But in any case, I don't look for other people who are technological in my friendships, and I look, you know, I look for people who have tremendous ideas, whose ideas just make me kind of vibrate, you know, drive me crazy in a way because they get me so excited, you know. I've spent a lot of time, for example, with Bill McDonough, who wrote Cradle to Cradle, and we actually are doing projects together where we're going to go way beyond, you know, any, you know, we're going to try to forge a path, you know, to start getting, you know, everything that we do as designers, we are lucky, gets publicized, which means that everything we do, hopefully, is a way to show the way. You know, it's not for, you know, any other reason than we actually inspire others to think in new ways. And my friends inspire me to think in new ways.
You think if there is a style, there is a Yves Béhar style, or there is only a Yves Béhar approach?
I think it's more of an approach. That said, I believe in things that are beautifully finished, that are made of quality materials. I believe in things that are, you know, obviously an element of sustainability is very crucial. I mean, I believe in things that, you know, aren't about a signature, aren't about, you know, a particular color, a particular shape. So I don't think, you know, it's a style. I think it's a way of thinking, a way of surprising people.